Type 2 diabetes is the fastest growing health problem on earth right now. It's also the most expensive medical condition to treat. Not only is type 2 diabetes bankrupting the healthcare systems of countries all over the world, it's also bankrupting individual households. But type 2 diabetes won't bankrupt your household, because if you watch this video to the end, you're going to discover a super easy, absolutely free way to kick diabetes out of your house and out of your life for good, and it's guaranteed to succeed. Just listen to these ex-diabetics who have successfully kicked type 2 diabetes out of their lives.
I'd like to help get the word out that if you have diabetes, you're not condemned to a life of pills and sticks and misery.
I used to have diabetes, and thanks to 30-Day Diabetes Cure, now I don't.
More active, I've lost weight.
I can go exercise and have a full day and feel wonderful.
The diet was pretty amazing for me because I've been on weight loss diets before and always hated every minute of it.
This is a very easy diet to follow because you're eating regular foods.
It's an easy diet. It's not exotic. It's not restrictive.
This diet really differs from a weight loss diet, and reading the book I understand why.
I'm able to eat things that I like.
And you feel better because you're eating things that your body can metabolize and don't make you sick.
Now that I've been on the 30-Day Diabetes Cure, I don't have diabetes anymore.
Hey everyone, it's Jim Healthy, creator of the best-selling book, The 30-Day Diabetes Cure, and the global campaign to create 1 million ex-diabetics this year. Those people you just saw aren't actors. They're real people just like you. People who used to have type 2 diabetes, and now they don't. Today, they are ex-diabetics who no longer need to stick their fingers and monitor their blood sugar. They no longer take any diabetes drugs or medications. They no longer feel bad about their bodies, and they don't feel guilty or anxious about what they eat and drink. Best of all, they no longer worry about suddenly getting struck down by the nasty complications of diabetes, such as heart attack, stroke, blindness, or amputation. Instead, these people now lead normal, happy, healthy lives. In fact, they're even stronger, smarter, and more self-confident than before because they slayed the diabetes dragon, rescued their health, and saved their own lives. I want you to be able to slay this diabetes dragon too. So if you're ready to kick diabetes out of your life, I'm going to make it virtually impossible to fail with a very special offer and a very valuable free gift. I'll tell you about both in a few minutes. I'll also explain how I can guarantee that you'll beat diabetes, so keep watching. But right now, let me explain why your odds of succeeding are especially good right now. You see, type 2 diabetes isn't a real disease like cancer or malaria or pneumonia. Instead, type 2 is a lifestyle problem that results from making poor diet and lifestyle choices. And it's impossible to medicate your way out of a lifestyle problem. There is no drug that will cure diabetes or even improve it. The truth is, type 2 diabetes has gotten completely out of control since doctors began prescribing drugs to fix it. This means the only real solution to the diabetes problem is to make smarter choices about what we eat and drink and how we live. Plenty of medical studies bear this out. These studies show beyond a shadow of a doubt that improving your diet and lifestyle is not only the fastest, surest, and easiest way to completely reverse type 2 diabetes, it's the only way. And in a moment, I'll explain just what those smarter choices are. The truth is, there isn't a pill or medical procedure today that even comes close to curing type 2 diabetes, nor is there any drug that makes it better. Let me share a little of the science with you. Research done at Duke Medical School found that when people with type 2 diabetes made a few simple changes in their diet, 95% of them were able to reduce or completely eliminate their diabetes medications. 95%. And a study at UCLA found that type 2 patients could completely reverse their diabetes in just 3 weeks, simply by making a few small changes in their diet and physical activity. It really upsets me that people with diabetes are being kept in the dark about how simple it is to reverse type 2 diabetes and kick it out of their lives. But it upsets me even more to realize that big corporations are raking in hundreds of billions of dollars from a lifestyle problem that can easily be prevented and reversed. So a few years ago, I decided to do something about it. First, I studied all the programs and methods claiming they could produce results, and I discovered that something that surprised me. I found that every one of these books shared 4 major flaws. Flaw number 1, every one of these books dumps a ton of information on readers and then leaves them to sort out where to start, what to do, and how to stick with it when the going gets tough. Flaw number 2, all of these programs are impractical to follow. They either ask you to completely change your diet or tell you you have to lose weight without explaining how to do it, or they turn your life upside down by having you exercise for hours. Flaw number 3, none of these programs provide a convenient step-by-step systems approach that can be easily integrated into your daily life. And flaw number 4, I couldn't find any programs that were able to produce dramatic improvements quickly, so people would be encouraged to stick with it, and sticking with it is the real key to success. Then I spent more than a year thoroughly researching all of the medical studies that showed what really works for successfully reversing type 2 diabetes. I identified the foods and beverages that actually cause type 2 and make it worse, so people could drop them out of their diet. Eliminating these foods actually starves your diabetes until it just dies. Next, I researched thousands of scientific studies that showed which foods, spices, herbs, and nutritional supplements possess the unique nutritional fingerprint to fight off diabetes and to actually repair the damage it does to the body. The next thing I did was closely investigate a lot of the big ideas floating around today about what works for reversing type 2 diabetes. For example, I found that regular exercise, while helpful, wasn't actually necessary. I also discovered that people who claim you have to lose weight to get rid of diabetes are wrong. Stacks of studies show that gaining weight doesn't make you diabetic. Just the opposite. Being insulin resistant, which is the precursor to type 2 diabetes, is really what makes your body gain weight and hold on to body fat. But when you reverse the insulin resistance, your metabolism automatically burns away your stored fat, so you lose weight without dieting, exercise, or even trying to. After years of research, I had identified the 30 most important factors that contribute to reversing type 2 diabetes. My research showed that making these 30 small adjustments, one each day, could transform a diabetes-causing lifestyle into a diabetes-reversing lifestyle with some pretty spectacular results. I named my plan the 30-Day Diabetes Cure Step-by-Step System, and I teamed up with a doctor who specializes in treating diabetes to see how it actually works. We tried it on his patients, and we were blown away by the results.
About a month ago, I was very, very sick. I was just, my diabetes was out of control. My wife saw this ad for the book, 30-Day Cure. Like in a month, my diabetes came down.
I think for me, the diagnosis of being diabetic was a blessing. I no longer have the symptoms that I had before, stumbling, lack of balance.
I don't have neuropathy.
There's no fear of losing my eyesight or kidney failure.
I don't have to take all of the pills to help the feet, the eyes, the hands.
Your insulin receptors will come online, and you will be able to get this down. And that's exactly what's happened.
Keep in mind that you can take care of your body. You can take care of these medical conditions without resorting to stuffing drugs in your mouth.
I think the most important feeling for me was that I was doing something and getting some control over this. It wasn't something that, I just had to let happen to me. Now my blood sugar is normal. I don't have diabetes anymore.
Those are just a few of the many people who've been able to kick type 2 diabetes out of their lives simply by following the 30-day diabetes cure step-by-step system. Their results were so wonderful that we just had to share them, so we turned our diabetes reversing step-by-step system into a book, and the rest is history. In the 3 short years since it was published, the 30-Day Diabetes Cure has sold more than 250,000 copies, making it the best-selling diabetes reversing book of all time. The 30-Day Diabetes Cure step-by-step system is the best-selling diabetes reversing plan that can show you how to reverse your diabetes simply by making one small improvement to your diet and lifestyle every day. It makes reversing type 2 diabetes as easy as following your car's GPS navigation system. So far, more than 250,000 copies of the 30-Day Diabetes Cure step-by-step system have already been sold at full price since it was published just 3 years ago. But you won't pay anything near the full price because I have a very special offer for you, an offer that I've never made before. Because I'm totally committed to stamping out type 2 diabetes around the world, I want to make you a shining example for your family and friends. Because once they see how easily and quickly you kick diabetes out of your life, once they witness the strong, healthy new you that emerges after you complete the 30-Day Diabetes Cure plan, they're going to be inspired to turn their health around and change the direction of their lives just like you did. And that's how you and I are going to kickstart this domino effect of healing that will spread around the world until type 2 diabetes is history. So you see, you are the key. And I'm so committed to your success in reversing your diabetes and reclaiming your health that I'm going to make it virtually impossible for you to fail. And here's how. Nobody gets diabetes overnight, right? It happens over years. Years of small choices and actions. A soda here, a pint of ice cream on the couch there, donuts for breakfast, driving over to your neighbor's instead of walking. After years of this, pow! One day the doctor says, you have diabetes. That's why I intentionally designed this plan to be easy. Each of these 30 steps seem like no big deal, but when you add them up, one by one, day by day, bam! You get a multiplier effect that works like compounded interest in your savings account. Let me illustrate this. Let's say I offered you $1 million in cash or a penny that doubles every day for 30 days. Most people would take the $1 million, right? But look what happens. At the end of 5 days, the doubling penny is worth 16 cents. Looks like taking the $1 million was the smarter choice. But at the end of the 30 days, the doubling penny is worth $10 million. Amazing. The 30-Day Diabetes Cure step-by-step system works on this same principle. In the beginning, the small changes you make seem so minor that you can't believe they can topple a mighty Goliath like diabetes. But when they're done with consistency and resolve, these small actions have a tremendous effect. And that's the real power of the 30-Day Diabetes Cure step-by-step system. In a few moments, I'm going to give you the opportunity to see for yourself with absolutely no risk or obligation. You know, there's an old riddle that asks, how do you eat an elephant? And the answer is, one bite at a time. That's how it is with beating diabetes. You didn't develop it overnight, and you can't cure it overnight, but you can get rid of it, and you've already seen the proof of that. You just need to have a strategic plan. Strategically means you have a plan of attack, and that's what the 30-Day Diabetes Cure step-by-step system gives you. It's like this. Suppose I told you that I hid $1 million under the back porch of a house in your hometown, and that if you could find the money, you could keep it. Well, you could wander around for months, maybe years, searching for the money and never finding it. But what if I gave you a GPS system that guided you there? Directions that told you, turn right at the end of the street. How fast would you find the money this way? Pretty quickly. That's exactly how the 30-Day Diabetes Cure step-by-step system functions. Every day, you simply make one small adjustment to what you eat and how you live, and by the end of 30 days, you're living what I call the diabetes reversing lifestyle. You just follow these easy directions until you arrive at your goal, which is to be free of type 2 diabetes like these people are today.
It's an easy diet. It's not exotic. It's not restrictive.
It's really rather easy to follow. The regimen is easy to follow.
This is a very easy diet to follow because you're eating regular foods.
The diet is not hard to maintain at all.
And you feel better because you're eating things that your body can metabolize.
It is an easy plan to follow. I'm able to eat things that I like.
It's a much easier way to live. It's an easy diet.
I want to make a shining, inspiring example of you for all the other people in your life who don't realize they can be diabetes-free. You can show them it's possible. You can prove there's a cure. You can inspire them to get well by your example. You really can do this for your friends and family. And I'm going to make it virtually impossible for you to fail by giving you the tools you'll need to kick type 2 diabetes out of your life. Healing your own diabetes is the first step toward eradicating type 2 diabetes everywhere. Your fate doesn't depend on your doctor or a bottle of pills or some researcher hoping to someday discover a drug that cures diabetes. Your health and future are truly in your own hands. Whether you become a victorious ex-diabetic or another unfortunate statistic is completely up to you. The most exciting adventure of your life is calling. You can slay the dragon. You can rescue the hostage. You can save the day. You can be a real hero to your family, to your friends, to the world, and most of all, to that person in the mirror. One thing's for sure, our world today needs more inspiring heroes, and this is your chance. You've struggled long enough with diabetes. You've missed out on so much fun and happiness. You'd suffered long enough. Please, let me and my team help you kick diabetes out of your life. I'm Jim Healthy, on a mission to help you get well and keep getting better, and to help 1 million diabetics become ex-diabetics this year.